Right, it's been a while since we've been in this game, but we are in Dave the Diver, so... Yes. Evening on the boat. This one's a later save. Yeah, we'll get on to it. Let's see. Because recently, Dave the Diver has a new DLC. It's a paid DLC. And it's also a limited time DLC, so... I do actually have some opinions on that, which, no, I'll share because I'm supposed to be doing this event anyway, like that. I have to do the restaurant shift anyway. Personally, even though I played Yakuza 0. I haven't played the full Yakuza series because I only played Yakuza 0 recently. So yeah, I'm not familiar with probably a lot of what this content's going to be about. But as hype as it is for it to be getting a game like that and all that, in my opinion, kind of sucks that it's limited time. Kind of sucks that it's paid and limited time at the same time. So you have to pay for it in a set amount of time to get the content for it. It's like, yeah, I get it. You're not the rights holders to Yakuza, so it's not like you can just do whatever you want. But at the same time, it's like, well, it just kind of feels like a pointless endeavor doing the DLCs where it's like, not necessarily. I mean, they're not going to be enjoyed for a long time. Like, it's going to be like, if you had it at the time, you paid for it at the time, that's how you get to play it, sort of thing. It's like, it just doesn't feel like. I get it's a cool feature and whatnot. It's like the developer's also a fan of the Yakuza series. That's that's why it's tricky. Because it's like, yeah, I can understand why it's cool. It can be, probably could be quite fun, but all things considered, okay, cool. I just need to go back. I need to see how this branch ingredients and all that stuff goes. Okay, right, so I have loads of them here, and I need to send a bunch of them over to the branch. But yeah, now yeah, the fact is, it's kind of just it being a limited time thing, kind of a bummer, and it being the way it's just, I don't know, it's just. Alright, so I need seaweed. Okay, I do not have a lot of seaweed. Miso. Hopefully there's already seaweed over there. Please. No. I'm pretty sure it reduces the ingredients when you put stuff on the menu anyway, so... Oh wait, that's sell. I need to deliver. I really wish there was the button that was just half. You deliver half. Or you just balance. It's like, there you go, you have tons of ingredients. Boom, a couple of thousand each, you're done, right? But it's like, nah. Yeah. I'm hoping that the other branch will be able to do stuff, but, right, yeah. Do I have, to dispatch now? They're already dispatched already, okay, cool. And also, wait. Okay, right, there's no one left on the staff hiring list, so I'll have to wait a bit. Right. So it took a bit of a while, but maybe I'll edit it down, I don't know. Probably won't, because it's just not my style. I have a lot going on nowadays. I do need to get back into the actual Well, one, I want to get back into actual, like, the guide making side of things, because I really did, like, enjoy, well, it's not like I enjoy, the videos I'm more proud of, and I'm not just saying that because they get more views, I'm literally saying that because, like, it just feels like, compared to, like, the amount of work I put in, like, you know, looking back on it at the end, it generally feels like, oh yeah, that was a worthwhile experience, like, you know, some people can probably actually gain from that video, whereas, you know, gain the knowledge, like, you know, if I'm making a Dave the Diver guide, like a lot of people watch Dave the Diver on his channel because of the guide, not many people watch the playthrough. You know, it's like, you know, that... The fact that people are using it, like, yeah, sure, that means, like, there's more views, but that's not really the point. The point is, like, you know, it helps someone with the game, like, that's the main thing. Like, someone was like, I'm not sure I'm not enjoying the game to the fullest because I don't know how to do this, and they learn how to do it, and they're like, now I can go on with it, carry on enjoying the game. That's great. That's what I want. You know. Like, my playthrough content that no one watches, well, barely anyone watches, it's like, well, okay, yeah, sure. Not many people will get a lot out of that, but like maybe some people will enjoy seeing what's going on. But anyway, yeah, so we got like revenue here. Yeah, they got like actually great stuff. Anyway, here we go. Alright. Whoa, looks like there are a lot more tourists around these days. Indeed, the Blue Hole appears to be gaining fame. I must strive even harder in cooking to live up to expectations. Kasuga. Sorry to barge in, I know it's late, but who might you be? We're closed for the day. I guess it's already over, just my luck. Sorry about this, we're tourists from Japan. The roaming connection was bad, and the map wouldn't load properly, so we had a hard time finding this place. We hadn't eaten since this morning. I know it's rude to ask, but is there anything we could eat? Well, I've just cleaned up. Unfortunately, there's nothing at the moment. Well then, never mind the food. Well, there's some liquor over there. Would you be able to make some refreshing, something refreshing like a cocktail? Cocktail should be fine. I'll make you one right away. Here you go. Ugh. Pouring alcohol. What I hate in this game. Right, how does this work again? Okay. Oof. Thank you. Wait, what's wrong? The mixture stays off. Yeah, I'm shit mixing. They should have asked Raptor when he's still here if he showed up on fucking time. Not the point. The mixture stays off. Perhaps there's an issue with the way the ingredients are stored. Never mind, I suppose I shouldn't expect much from a small town like this. What do you mean? I saying it tastes foul? It's not bad. It's not that bad. It just seems you haven't really studied cocktails professionally. The cocktail is a skill we only recently acquired. Our true specialty, of course, lies in fish dishes. Well, that's release. What do you mean by that? So I didn't mean anything by it. Just a bit on edge from a long journey and being hungry. So this place is way cooler than the photos in the guidebook. And a sushi spot by the beach. The location's amazing. Thanks to me, we're kind of tired from our late flight. We'll get going now. They left like a storm. But they were interesting people. The cocktail was perfectly fine. What could be the issue? Oh, I don't overthink it. There's tourists after all. Maybe I didn't mix it right, who knows. Cleaning's all done, so let's head home. Alright, got it. Now I think about it, we had some tough looking customers from Japan yesterday. Did they cause trouble? No, nothing like that. They just looked a little scary, I guess. A scar-faced person criticised our cocktail and caused some tension. Banjo Sushi isn't exactly known for its drinks. Oh, thanks again for yesterday. Hmm. Man, this place is really great for beating the heat. Oh, you're that scary guy from last time. Enjoying your vacation? Yeah, the waves are as calm. The waves are calm and there's all kinds of fish. This place is the best. Cool. I'll stop at a restaurant for a meal next time. Sure. Oh, I'm Kasuga, by the way. The guy that was with me that time, just call him bartender. I'm Dave, and this is Cobra. Funny hairstyle. Did you get caught in an explosion or something? I was going for a punch perm, but it failed spectacularly. I sound like a dolphin. Well, get out of my way, old man. Are you talking to me? Of course I'm talking to you. You're getting in the way of us catching dolphins. You want to get shot at? Catching dolphins? It's those sea blue guys again. That's the guy who snuck into our base. You think hiding behind a mask will fool us? We got chewed out by the boss because of you. Nice running into you. Get ready to eat lead. Why the heck are his punches so darn strong? You regret this, you bastards. I should have just used a heat action with the iron pipe there, you know, like... Or took his gun, used the heat action, like, you know, protect the other guy in the face with, like, the rifle bar, you know. What's with these dudes? They're from Sea Blue, an organisation running an illegal dolphin poaching operation. Guess they aren't ordinary pirates, huh? I stuck at their base the other day, but turned out they were running a meat processing plant. They even had some kind of experiment plans written on the walls. That's fishy. They're like trying to do something with dolphins. People like that, if you leave them alone, they'll just multiply like cockroaches. It seems we're fated to meet. Let me help you out. Thanks for your offer, but the entrance to their base is hidden behind a fixed steel gate under the sea. I managed to tell the drone to enter the gate before, but now security probably security's probably much stricter than before. I might not seem like it, but I survived plenty of brutal fights back in Japan. Just leave it to me. Just telling me to leave it to you? You're a funny one. Your hair reminded me of something. I've got a spare large explosive with me. It should be enough to blow open that door. Why'd you keep spare explosives on you? So it looks like this will depend on you and your great swimming abilities, Dave. We'll definitely run into more pirates on the way too. Can you swim, Kasuga? Of course, but not that great yet, though. I'll lend you some diving gear. You can escort Dave. That means you'll be carrying a bomb, Dave. But it looks very heavy. Being underwater should make it easier than on land. Let's see. A late night like last time might be too dangerous for Kasuga. Evening would be best before it gets too dark. But I should head out before the sushi bar opens at night. Let's get back here after your afternoon dive. So after my afternoon dive, okay. My crop's ready for harvest. Okay, so... Question is, do I recognize any new fish? You know what? Okay. Easy way to check if there's new fish. Nothing in here. Nothing in here. Nothing in here. Nothing in here. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay, we shouldn't have to worry too much. I'm pretty sure I have this guy employed for like a year. Okay, so yeah, it took a while to actually get into the DLC. I'm doing a lot of maintaining on my old stuff. I should probably get rid of the bluefin tuna because they don't really give like the actual fish parts that I need. Shouldn't get like the first, like the lowest grade tuna from it. You don't get the high grade tuna. And to be fair, if I was to draw parallels to real life tuna fishing, it's that farm tuna just doesn't taste the same as wild tuna. Like, I think, like, farm tuna, like, fed a lot of the same fish, like, a lot of the same, like, food, because it's farm, so, you know, you're just gonna have to feed there. And apparently, like, tuna, like bluefin tuna and whatnot, they take on the flavor of what they eat. So, in the wild, they have quite a diverse diet, they're eating quite a lot of different fish, you know, they're picking up all these different flavor profiles and all that. Whereas, in a captivity, if they're just feeding like, I can't remember if it was sardines or mackerel or something, but like, you know, if they're just feeding like sardine, for example, you just get this very sardine taste in your like tuna. And that's farm tuna at that point. It's like, well, yeah, it's technically still tuna, or it's still like this expensive tuna. Like you say, for like a farm bluefin tuna is technically still bluefin tuna, but it's not the kind of quality of bluefin tuna you'll be like, ah yes, I want to get, definitely be having. It's not the quality that gives bluefin tuna its name, is what I should say. So it's just interesting in that sense. Don't even remember what I was trying to keep here. Probably shrimps. I think I didn't actually have anything I wanted to keep here, so that's why I just didn't bother, but yeah, we'll just farm that stuff. But anyway, not the point. So it's like, well, so yeah, going back to what I was saying, yeah, so yeah, I guess the farm tuna in the fish farm in this game, that explains why it's low quality, because even though technically it's a whole fish, I guess it would be because, well, it just doesn't have its wild diet, so it don't have its flavor profile, so it's not really, you know, Bancho's picky about like what kind of ingredients he'd use. He'd be like, "Nah, this tuna's not good enough to make sushi out of, like that kind of sushi out. I can make the other kind of sushi out of, like the lowest grade one, but you know, I can use it for that. That's passable, but I'm not using it for like proper sushi." And it's like, you know, that's fair enough, like, you know. I shouldn't say proper, but I mean like more high-end. Like, you know, you wouldn't use it for high-end stuff. You'd be like, well, nah, it don't taste good enough to be used in high-end. Right, so nothing really new dropped at the village. It's weird to think about, like, the amount of just really, really different stuff in here now. Like, in the game. I'll also change the boat skin, why not? Where is boat skin? There it is. Well, I did not see that. 30th anniversary. Okay. I make guides on Nikkei, so I'm just gonna hit the Nikkei skin because that is the most relevant to me, I think. Like, yeah, I mean, this purple one looks nice, but other than that, yeah, you have like them on a boat. I have mast, helm, and anchor. Also on the front there, you can see the Parrot Morgan dressed up like in band show stuff, I guess. No, not the point. I suppose I'll dive in at the top, see if there's anything at the top, and just swim back up. Just see if there are any event triggers or anything like that. Like, hey, there's actually something go down here. Like, but you know, it might not be. It might just be a case of, well. Also, so I don't time skip and accidentally screw up the event because it's like, oh no, you time skipped, so therefore I'm not having it. And it's like, well, could have told me that. I'll just take all that crap, why not? Let's see. Ah, beautiful. This you don't see. The blue hole like you've never seen it. Great, you're all back. Are you guys ready? Of course, I'm itching for a fight. Ah, I like your enthusiasm. Alright, Dave. Grab that large explosive over there. Ugh, this is really heavy. Carrying this is going to be a pain. If you're not, I'll escort you. That's the spirit. I'll leave it to you guys then. Let's end this once and for all. Got that radar I gave you, Kasuga?
Oh.
Sure thing. Gotta just follow what it says on here. Looks really simple. Control Kasuga and escort Dave, who is carrying the explosive, to the entrance of Sea Blue's base. Pay attention to both Kasuga and Dave's oxygen levels. Diving at this hour? Suspicious, what are you up to? Gonna blow up your base. Kasuga, you say something like that. You got some nerve saying that so bluntly. I'll make sure you learn the hard way that if you try to get in our way, you're not gonna make it away. You're not gonna get away this time. Not with that heavy thing in your hand. I'll take you on. I see, is this melee combat, I guess? Yep. Easy. Oh man, you could just upwards punch into that one, like, you know, you don't even need her. The sea blue guys look like they were up to psych at this hour. I think there are more of them around. No matter how many of them there are, I'll beat the lights out of them. Yeah, we'll take the oxygen out of the fight then. What do you think you're doing? Ugh, because those pirates again. Watch out, they might be carrying deadlier weapons. Oh, piss off. This reminds me of like, when you have Makoto as Majima in like Yakuza 0 and you have to take it through the streets. All the dudes just try like grab a Makoto partway through and you just have to like wrestle them off. Although Dave heals here, so phew, what the heck are they even doing here? What's for the security? Yeah, I mean, just for dolphin poaching, it's a little over the top. Let's just keep pressing forward. I'll get this oxygen here because we won't be back. We shan't be back, so we'll get the air. That's the door up ahead. I knew it. There's people guarding it. Wait right there. I'll handle it right away. Oh, so they can swim over the bombs. Okay, no, they can't. Oh, really? So they're just gonna come out into the bombs, like... Yeah, the rock on over Dave. It's not easy fighting underwater. That's the last of them. Glad to hear it. Let's head towards the door. It's good. I always wanted to go back here. Time to set up the door with this. Time to set up the door with this explosive. Just a second, Suga. Alright, it's done. Take a step back and I'll set L. Awesome, it's open, let's go in. Ugh, this place is just as unpleasant the second time around. Gonna be a bunch of armed pirates, I had to keep your eyes peeled. I've fought tougher guys than this is a piece of cake. Cobra? Ha! Even if you're good at fighting power, I'm still worried about letting you go alone. Don't overdo it, you're gonna hurt yourself, old man. Don't worry about me, I'm ex-Special Forces, although I left early due to certain circumstances. That's the first time I've heard about this. I'm itching for some action after so long. Right, this is a job for the ultimate trio then. Dave, hate to kill the mood, I need your help with something else. Huh? But I'm going with you. Why don't you find us an escape route back to the dry land? I need you on this top secret mission, it's more important. I see, a secret mission. I'll let you handle the rest then. Let's go all out. Tap to alternate between Kasuga and Kato defeat Super and Phase Brief Innovate. Okay. Let's see, so move, dash, like to double D to dash, jump, attack, both mouses for the special attack, pick up is also that, throw weapon is okay, cool. Okay. We can do that. Yep. You got some spirit, pal. Try to hurt yourself, old man. Okay, cool. Okay. I only have a 5-minute time limit, so... Okay. I don't know how often Ichiban uses guns, but... What's over here? Yeah, you could probably break that box or something, but... Alright, we can't really get hit too much here. I say that and then that happens, but... I just got comboed there. Okay, cool. That's the end of the stage. Now onto this part. This place looks like some kind of lab. Don't stop here. Let's keep going. I think I'm gonna spend some time playing as Cobra so I don't like lose as much health. Oh, on that cleaver. Oh, he dropped it. This cleaver's great. I didn't get the other cleaver in time. It doesn't look like it matters anyway, this seems like different. Mr. Torben, intruders. How did they get in here? This ain't just a slaughterhouse, is it? Catch dolphins and experiment on them. What in the world? That's also like an octopus. I don't know what you're doing here, but you're not leaving this place alive. Take them out. Oh, fuck. Come on, give me the... I was hoping I'd get the meat cleaver, but... Okay, we're back here. I can't one-shot it, but... it's fine. I have full health this time, although I don't have the meat cleave. That didn't really help me out last time anyway. It got thrown on the floor and I couldn't keep it. That was easy. Now, you're pretty good. As a sign of respect, I'll take you on with my secret weapon. I'll put you out of your misery soon enough. Okay. Okay. I haven't used it in a while. Do I get rusty? Do you get rusty? Guess I can inject some energy I harvested from Blue Hole. Though the research isn't complete, this would be a great opportunity for a test run. Okay. Wow, I twisted my ankle. That's going to be tough. No, I'll end you with this final blow. Brace yourselves. Majima? Fuck yeah! Oi, Frizzhead! Majima-san, how did you get here? Heard you were flying overseas, so I followed you here. Thought I'd get to meet Kiru-chan. What's with this mess? This is embarrassing. Who's Kiru? The legend, the Dragon of Dojima. Kiru Kazuma? I wasn't Kazuma Kiru. No. The names, I guess. Japanese naming conventions I never really got on well with. Suddenly disappeared off somewhere, vanished into thin air. Oh, so there was someone like that, huh? Anyway, you with the eye patch, can you lend us a hand? I was just itching for a fight. I'll lend you a hand. Just sit here and watch, will ya? Using the Mad Dog style. Oh fuck yeah, I get to play as Majima here? Fuck yeah. Yes. Okay, well, I took him down a bar, he took me down a bar, it's fine. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, I need to get better at dodging that. I wish I could dash downwards, that's a thing. Ah! Can't beat the Mad Dog of Shimano. Impossible, I killed Crab Melt 3. I won't let you off so easily. I'm not letting you guys get away. Let's become Blue Hole Shark Raid together. Haha. Guys plan to burn this whole place to the ground. Ugh, let's get out of here. This way, I found our way out. Phew, close call. That was close. Wouldn't have made it without Majima-san. I owe you big time. You haven't been getting too soft lately, have you? Yeah, I need a little stretch anyway. You got me there. No, those sea blue guys won't be showing their face around here for a while. Ah. Let's have a toast at the sushi bar once we close up. I appreciate the sentiment, but I'm going to take off and find Kiru-chan. That was fun. Catch you somewhere down the line. Too bad. You seem like an interesting fella. Catch you all later then. What exactly were they researching? That research director seemed oddly familiar too. Awesome. So am I supposed to like do a menu here or I'm trying to look like the last thing I want to serve. Find it. There we go. Okay, got one added to it anyway, but whatever. Yeah, I wonder if there's going to be like any sort of like cutscene after this bar thing, or... I just don't want to time skip in case it screws it up, you know? Only 44. Strange. Wow, this is a bomb. I've never seen fish like this before. They taste out of this world. This is amazing, Bancho-san. You flatter me by merely drawing out the flavour of the ingredients. The sushi is tasty without a doubt. Try as you might, you cannot find fault with my sushi. This is something I can't help but acknowledge. Then I will fully enjoy the sushi here. As for that dish, I suppose I'll have to return. I'll have it once I return to Yokohama. That dish, what do you speak of? Ah, cold noodles. That is, since it's the sushi bar, I thought it would be difficult to have it here. Don't underestimate me. There's no dish I cannot prepare. I shall make that cold noodles and prove it. Come back 3 days later. Okay. What's going into you this time? I can tolerate the cocktail, but I cannot bear anyone disparaging my cooking skills. It's not really merely about making cold noodles to silence that man. One requires a rather unexpected topping. First, I'll need some buckwheat to make the noodles. How about asking Otto at the farm? He might have some buckwheat seeds. That works. What else you need? I need stingrays to craft a unique flavour. 3 pieces do. Ah, eggs. As a topping would do the trick, I'm counting on you. That's a lot, but I'll give it a try. Guess I'll ask Otto if he has any buckwheat seeds tomorrow. Now, I'm not sure here, but is the bartender Kashwagi? Like, he has a scar across his face, like across the middle there. That's what I noticed in that cutscene with Bancho there, right? Like, and that reminds me of, like, because I've only played Yakuza 0, so I only know him from there. But to me, the problem with Yakuza 0 is everyone's a lot younger than, like, their modern counterparts, because it sort of takes place in, like, at the end of the 80s, so yeah. Anyway, some kind of mail is here. Should I check it? Alright, yeah, okay, it's the jellyfish party, okay, cool, whatever. The fog is thick today. Hood figures, okay, cool. So we've got the egg, we've got the stingray meat, and we just need to get the buckwheat, so we'll go ask Otto about that. Hey, hey Dave, long time no see. Need something? I'm looking for buckwheat seeds on behalf of Boncho. Hey, look, I was craving some buckwheat noodles and I got my hands on buckwheat seeds. So I can't process them myself. Just left them there. Great if you could grow them, huh? I'll put Bancho some need to. I'll give it a shot then. Okay. So we got these in recently, so we want that many. And let's talk to Sammy real quick. And we throw buckwheat on the mix. I have a question, right? Auto, right? If I went like this, right, and went Mac. Oh, okay, cool, awesome. It does work like that. Perfect. Okay, I got my farming slots back up. You know, I think just to be opulent. Oh, I can't actually afford all that. Interesting. Looks like I got an aim. Looks like I got a goal. Got a reason to make money. Yeah, I'm about 20% short. And like an extra 500k. That's like 5 shifts at the restaurant. No, I should have the branch open. It's even less than that. Alright, so that's a buckwheat. So I suppose I just have to wait, really, and we'll do the hooded figures, see what's going on. Hopefully, if nothing else, we can just buy buckwheat if, like, it gets too problematic. You know. Alright, so we have to do the hooded figures event. Get that going. Actually, that's going to be good money as well, so I'm not too fussed about that. Oh, we'll get our dredge going, you know. Gotta do the dredge. Okay. So we'll get here. 1 gold ring. research part. Machine component. Silver plate. Right. It's good to remember we're just trying to get regular stuff. I'll forget about the greasy urchins being, like, well, A, added, and B, available here. Ah, yes, I remember now. I remember the process. I'm pretty sure I want all the lower floor crabs, not the upper floor crabs. So I'm going to be going down there in a minute, but that guy used to be up here, but maybe they changed him out. Because it used to be a lot harder to get the sturgeon next to like a wreckfish. I remember that being a for sure thing. So remember I always tried luring them over, but now there's just ones right next to each other that I can do that with. I used to have to lure him up here, I'm pretty sure. Like, there used to be like a wreckfish up here. I have to like get the guy, yeah, that guy up there. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it's like I got him like, to go for the bony guy, and then I could have killed that one manually to harvest meat. Because you can't get rid of the bony wreckfish for anything but the net, so... Now, I need ammo so I can get some sprouting eels. What's that worth? They're what I want to use my other two drones on. Hiccup in a bit, but... I mean, also I got my translucent sturgeon, that's the main thing. That's what's the main thing. Ah, the range, okay. Those other fish aren't as important. Do I bother fighting the Devil Ray? Probably not. I don't really care for swimming around, I just want to get back on with the DLC. Just I need a bit of the cash in between. Yeah, I'll probably just edit out a lot of the non-relevant stuff.
Huh? Ha. Ah.
That's what I mean, I got 12 grand for that, and that's like, well... When compared to like the restaurant stats I got... It's really not a lot. Those nights aren't really worth a lot in a late game. I guess the thing about Dredge, like the Dredge nights in the game, is that the hooded figures are late game not as great at making profit, like as compared to like on a regular night, but earlier on in the game they're going to get you much better profit than in a regular night because the dishes don't level up, so there is no scaling. It's just like, yeah, these guys buy this. As long as you could go get the fish, you get like so. We start off like I hope the buckwheat grows in time. That's all I can say. Like, I really hope the buckwheat does grow in time. That's another thing to check, actually. I always want a max of these. So. Finish grabbing the ingredients by evening. That's going to be kind of horrifying. Alright, so I better have the buckwheat because, yeah, cool, I did get some buckwheat. He doesn't sell it yet as well, so... Right, let's time skip to this. Let's get this, like, cold noodles event going. Cold noodles, ingredients already. It's flawless. Excellent work. Yeah. Ask the bartender to drop by once we're closed for the day. So I have to do a shift beforehand. Okay, you don't just show up like the other customers. Interesting. I suppose you don't like that means you won't clash with other ones. I don't know. Right, so we do that. Oh, we got a tour. Oh. Okay, well, fine, we'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. This is going great. Yeah, also the plate cleaner mechanic is just so harsh RNG. I got Dave's message. Is it really ready? Country-son, aren't you a sushi expert? There's no need to go overboard. You talk too much. Just give it a taste. Haven't seen this one in a while. Cute. Okay, now he looks too different to be Cashwaggy. But he does have that scar. Like going across. I'll find out when I play the games. Like, you know, I plan on playing the rest of the series in the future, so. This certainly is this certainly is delicious. This fish, it's stingray. They're usually eaten with cold noodles in Korea. I heard stingrays have a strong smell. You can remove the smell by soaking them in soju and then mixing it with garlic and gochujang. It leaves a chewy texture that goes great with cold noodles. Seems I've lost. I'll admit this. I'll admit, you're quite the chef. The flavour of the drink was somewhat disappointing though. You're an unyielding man. Apologies. I'm particular about cold noodles. That aside, allow me to assist you as a token of gratitude. Here, a gift for you. What is this? A cocktail shaker. Use it to help make cocktails. You use it to make cocktails. It helps you mix them better. And it's fun watching it mix. Haha. Oh, looks like you two got along pretty well. Glad to see it. We're starting to bond. Shame it's the last day of our vacation. You're flying back tomorrow? I see. What a pity. Exactly. If you're up for it, how about make the most of tonight? I even brought a karaoke machine just in case. How about we sing a song together? Karaoke machine. There's still portable ones these days. We love karaoke too, so let's have some fun. I'll sing a song while reminisce about my memories with Kiryu-san. Here, Dave. I'll sing it. You play the tambourine to the beat of the music, if you say so. Oh God, yeah, it's Judgment. I was gonna think, it's gonna be Judgment, isn't it? For Kiryu-san's sake, let's pump up. Here comes Judgment. Alright. I need to get like... If only I should plug my controller in. Real Yakuza use a gamepad. Kasuga's song is about to start. Press chorus on the bottom and the rhythm of the beat. Okay. Okay, this is awesome. I missed. Whoa! Whoa! Breaking the world. I have to watch this back later. The background image is just like, I'm sure I was switched into actual Yakuza style. Oh, Dave likes Yakuza up in the top left. That is fucking ace. Oh, 92. Yeah, let's go. Woo! Over 90%, that's a completion point right there. A tambourine really hypes things up. Man, I had so much fun, this trip was awesome. Time for us to get going. It was great meeting you, Kasuga and bartender. Nice work, Kasuga. This place is going to be a bit more peaceful thanks to you. Oh, it must be fate, meeting like this. I should probably get you a gift. Here you go, phone call charm of a character called Ono Michio. Michio? He's a really popular mascot in Japan. Oh, this is absolutely adorable. I'm glad you like it. Till we meet again. Safe trip home. It was great meeting you two. Right. Let's see, so... Put ingredients in for the drink customer order into cocktails in the correct proportions and shake. In order to... Order ingredients doesn't matter as long as the amount is correct. Do you say new products in stock? Oh yeah, of course, it's going to be like the buckwheat, isn't it? Strange customers from Japan visited. They were kind of noisy, but it was a fun experience nonetheless. 2004, 2005. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay, Sydney. Oh, okay, yeah, they put it in the game, okay. So that is actually great. Oh yeah, that's another they've done so many collabs. Like, what is this? Oh, not the point, not the point. So, first things first was research. Okay, no memory, no research, but cold noodles. Where are the cold noodles? Right, so I'm gonna need a lot more buckwheat. Stingray and egg, I'm probably good on. Buckwheat, not so much. I said I actually know how to do that. That's actually going to be an idea. What I'll do for that, so I can level up that dish, is I'll go here. Go to auto. Check his new stock. Get the buckwheat here. Like that's going to matter, but... The real main thing I have to do here is just go to Sammy and go like, right... Man, new directive, right? Only grow buckwheat for now. And yep, that should be good, because then he'll harvest all this stuff out. All this stuff gets harvested. Buckwheat gets goes in. Perfect. And we'll see how the dish levels. Oh, Kasuga's calling. Kasuga! We're safely back on Japan soil. That's a relief. If you ever make it to Yokohama, drop by a bar called Survive Bar. My treat. Oh, I've been telling everyone I know about your restaurant. Who knows, maybe someone would want to work there. I should put up... Oh, then I should put up some recruitment ads. Come and think of it. There's something wrong. Drop my baseball bat into the sea. Do you happen to see it? What's it like? Any special features? It's a baseball bat with some wires wrapped around it. Pretty dangerous thing to be carrying around. I saw a strange shadow in the water at night, so I jumped right in with the bat. Turns out it was just seaweed. Probably dropped it around that time. Even if it's found, there's nothing so dangerous sent through the mail. If you have to come across it, you can have it. Okay. Thanks, I guess. Alright, take care. Tell your friends I said hi. Oh, those boat skins? Oh wow, that's the Obitarium from like Yakuza 0. I remember that. Oh man, okay, Hero's Bat discovered, okay. The baseball bat Kasuga lost is lodged in the depths of the blue hole. It can only be... it says that only when I chose one can pull it out and use it. Karaoke and Sea Blue Side up and added to minigame apps. Okay. Well, a lot of minigames in this now. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And admittedly, 2 of them are collab, so you can only get them in the collab, but still. Right, so... the bat isn't an official to do. It's just like, I think it's like a Thor's hammer kind of style thing where the bat is just there, you pick it up, and it's a upgraded melee weapon kind of thing, like, you know. It's a legendary melee, as it were. Alright, so I need to put out that recruiting ad, because, yes. Because regardless, we want to get them on staff. And we'll get the jellyfish party done here. Where is my seasoned jellyfish? Oh, right, yeah, that's a good point. Well, that's actually a really good dish. Like, look. Now, does my branch have enough for the seasoned jellyfish? Yeah, I think they've served it before, so they should. So I'm hoping these green tea. Either way, we got both the cold jellyfish. They went straight up the menu. People knew they were good. Oh lol, Raptor has like the... You see how Raptor shakes cocktails? Amazing. That is stylish though, like, you know, if you had like a mascot head like that and you were doing that and your mascot head was built in such a way where it was capable of doing that, that would be entertaining for someone to watch you mix their drink like that. They'd be like, what, lol. Maybe they just run out the other ingredients, but whatever, like, you know, they still made... You know, the branch is a branch. It's, Oh yeah, farming report, that's the thing. I'm not bothering so much with the fish farm, but the actual farm, yeah, sure. Yeah, because it didn't say, like, yeah, there's new content in the sense of, like, oh yeah, I could go dive and get the bat. There's new content in the sense of the hires. Alright, let's train these new staff up. Let's see what they get. Alright, alright, alright. So let's see their default prices. Hamako is the cheapest. Cheetos is the strong, like the most expensive, and also got some good stats serving out. And Atsuko has some very diverse stats. We'll hire all of them. And we'll train them. No, I'd like 2.4, well, 2.3 million, so as long as the training doesn't cost more than... I should be, I mean 700k, I should be fine. But yeah, if I remember correctly, the employees don't cost, well, they cost a ton to train, but not that much. Now let's see, warm Atlantic mackerel soba, learned recipe. Yeah, because they're all going to have recipes for them as well, aren't they? Yeah. That's going to make my leveling up the dishes, all dishes again, that's going to be a bit more difficult, but hey, we live for that. We'll do it. Yeah, so it costs like 300k. Somewhere over 300k just to upgrade them all, but that's fine. See, now she looks pretty tough. Because all their faces change over time, that's the thing, like, you know. Is this person going to be better than Raoul? There's a chance I get better than Raoul here. So if they're like better, if they're higher on all stats than Raoul, then I think they're gonna be. I think they're gonna be like the new best manager for the branch. But I'm looking at these stats right now, and they're insane. I don't want to say pay to win, but pay to win. Pay to win FOMO, by the way. Like, not only is it the best manager, but you have to pay extra for it in a limited time. And that's where I find is the problem with this sort of style of limited time DLC, right? Actually, I'm gonna compare these three raw to like what are those stats? That's insane. Like, when I get all of them leveled up, I'm gonna compare all three of them, because that's where I feel like the problem with the DLC lies now. At that point, where it's like, okay, it's a cool tribute to the game. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. Like, you know, that's the thing. Like, you know, I really enjoyed both the games that the source material comes from. Like, I enjoy Dave the Diver. I enjoy Yakuza. Right. Great games, right? Both of them. But because of the nature of it, the collab's only limited time. You know, because you have to pay in that limited time, right? Where it's like, well, and that kind of sucks. Especially considering, like, right now, right? It's like, okay, fine. It kind of sucks, but it's understandable, right? That's why where I left off, right? It's understandable, right? It's like, okay, yeah, and there's nothing we can really do about them having different, like, ownership and all that sort of stuff and all this conflict, right? What doesn't need to be the case is They didn't need to make these characters like, oh yeah, we're going to give you 3 additional employees. But by the way, we're going to make those employees have like the most cracked stats in the game. They're going to be like the best all 3 of them are going to be like the best employees in the game. And if you don't have them, you're like you know, you're going to have a bit of a harder time. Like, what is her appeal stat? Like, this is not. That's not normal. Right. Okay. So. Here's what I'm ranting about. Let's go. Like, so let's look at the sushi bar, right? So here we have like cooking 800, cooking like 1,000, whatever, right? And here you have like some fairly middle-ish stats. Like, okay, your serving's terrible, your procure's all right, and that one's just like, I mean, Mackie's a storyline one, so we don't really count. But like, if I look at that, like James, pretty decent guy, but he only really has like the cooking stat boosted up insanely, and other ones like kind of 400, 500, and maybe like the 200-ish ones. El Nino here, great server, absolutely amazing server, terrible cook, right? Not appealing either, like because the mask, like or something, I don't know. But his serving is so good, and his procure, like, he's specialized, right? Again, Raptor, serving, great, cooking, not that great, procure, great, appeal, not that great, right? Right, so I look at here, like if I go to like my new staff here that I've just got, right? So this cheapest one, okay, cooking, pretty good. Serving, great. Pure, also great. Appeal, also great. Cheetos here, all the stats, great in general, just like above 700, just good stats in general. Asuko, serving, insane. Appeal, insane. Like, those go together, like, and let's check on my branch quick, right? Because here's where it's really like noticeable, right? So, cooking 900, but the serving, procure, appeal low. Again, cooking 900-ish, 800-ish. Everything else low, appeals high. Suki, one of the most weird employees in the game because they start off with like such low stats and they're expensive. You train them, to cooking. Decent, pure, decent, like, this is like sort of stats, like, you're like, okay, cool, right? Dre, also great stats, insane stats, right? Like, these guys, some of them have insane stats, right? And like, Raoul here, like, 541 even across all of them, that's supposed to be like a bog standard, right? Whereas here, like, I can just clearly see that, like, it's not even close. Like, I'm sorry, but like, look at that. That's not even close. Like, and here Hamako. This is so serving and appeal. Okay, so I don't really need her here, but I suppose I should also look at what their abilities are. Or I say that they're absolutely cracked. Oh, absolutely cracked. Hamako's absolutely cracked, I guess. Like, serves drinks and serves cocktails. Like, look, Asuko also cracked, like, cleaning and serves cocktails. Like, don't know about you, but that sounds cracked to me. Anyway, so I'm gonna swap you for you because you're just so much better at this. Like, so now, yeah, we got a new best manager by far. I can say that for free, like, clean master drink serving class, cocktail serving. What's up? To be honest, right? Not being funny, but several wasabi refill, I see that as a downside. I'd rather just have like someone who's going to clean again. Or have a drink serve master as well, so they serve more drinks so this guy can get on with cleaning more. That's a greater drop in serving, but like the drink serving master's still Yep. I ran her in my cabaret club enough, so why not just run her here? It's fine. I don't even know what to dispatch for now. Like, let's see. So what have I got? Like, let's see. So, got double turmeric, triple turmeric even. I have to have good people like on certain stuff. I think. Maybe I get soy sauce, olive oil, and I'm feeling black vinegar. Then there's all these dishes to learn. And I suppose I'm not actually fully done with the employees yet in that sense, because we don't know how powerful their dishes are going to get. That requires buckwheat, that requires buckwheat, that requires buckwheat, and that requires buckwheat. Okay, so what we're learning here, and that requires seaweed, so I actually do need to go down and get that seaweed, so hey. What we're learning here is how I'm needing a lot of buckwheat. So I was right to do that like I did on the farm. So, yes. Right, so I went here, I trained all my staff. It cost me $1 million. My night expenses are going to go up because I have like more staff now, so... Okay, I suppose from the perspective of like the DLC, right? Like, you have to do the DLC to unlock the staff, so like they're the latest of late game staff. So I can understand like how it's like you already have to be a high rank, have to progress through the story a lot. Then so it's like, yeah, okay, it makes sense in terms of game progression. Yeah, okay, it makes sense for like if you had that just installed, it makes sense you just unlock this better staff later, right? But it's like, I guess for me, it's just like, why does it have to be the best, like, in its limited time DLC? Why does it have to be like, you get the best thing available in its limited time DLC, not just like, it's good, but, you know, if you're like, without it, like, you know, you're not, you can still play, like, although, yeah, it's a single player game, right? So, like, you know, someone else having, like, the DLC or not doesn't really affect you. Like, you know, if you don't have the DLC, doesn't really matter if someone else does. You know, you don't play together, right? You're not against each other, you're not competing against each other or anything like that, right? But I feel like it's more like a case of like, if I, for example, was making a guide, right, and I'm saying like, what's the best staff in Dave the Diver now, right? Because, you know, this is the first time they've actually added staff, right? So if they were like, if I made a guide now, it's like, okay, what's the best staff in Dave the Diver, right? I'd have to mention that it's them three. Or them three are definitely on the list. Problem is, they're all limited time, so it's like, well, if you didn't get them at the time, well, good luck, you're not getting them now. Like, you know, if it's, well, you can get them now because you can buy them now, but what I mean is, like, I make a guide, then say years down the line when, or, you know, months, years down the line when the DLC is no longer on for sale, I'm like, oh yeah, these are the best ones, you want this, that, that. It's like, well, okay, you can't get them then. Like, it's like, ah, so the best thing. You get what I'm saying, right? Where it's like, it feels like them being the best is just kind of like, it's not ideal. You don't want like these limited time things being the best. Like, it makes it a pain for like when people are trying to play the game. It's like you get the guide and the guide's like, oh yeah, this is the best, and it's like, okay, so now I need to like watch out for like second best, third best, fourth best, and like go play out. Okay, and it gets to the point where you have like people making guides like about the depth, like the best non-DLC build. Like, for example, I used to play Payday 2, right? Now they used to be like, oh yeah, here's the build that you get if you have like the Legacy Collection. Oh, if you only, then people are like, oh well, I don't have the Legacy Collection, like, you know, all this, that, and the other. But you know, that's a bit more of an understandable thing. So it's just like whatever, right? But it's like people are like, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have this. And it's like so people like put together guys like, okay, what are the best free builds? Like, you know, that you only paid for the base game, no DLC. What are the best like builds that you can get with that? Right? It's like you kind of get a division in the guides, right? Where it's like you're trying to like make a guide like a bunch of different groups of players instead of just being like, oh yeah, one group of players, like, because everyone's looking for the best stuff, but it's like when you have to tell them like, oh yeah, depending on who you are means the best stuff has changed. That's when it gets a bit more complicated. But yeah, I'm gonna have to work on leveling up these dishes and seeing what they actually max out at. But that reminds me, I need to go to the boat and get the seaweed before I forget. And then that's going to be like, come back up, save, afternoon. That's it, like, you know. Overall, the DLC was very short. Again, like, I don't really mind that. Like, I mean, personally, like, you know, I had this argument in the Dredge forums with, like, well, not argument, I would say, but like, I had this point out, like, I was pointing this out in the Dredge forums, like, you know, because they talk about, like, how the game Dredge, I love the game, I think it's brilliant, right? And but a lot of people say, oh, it's too short, like, you know, I paid this much for it, and I only played this many hours, so, you know, that's less than, like, you know, that's multiple quid or multiple dollars per hour that I'm spending on this, rah, 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 and it's like, well, yeah, bro, it's a good game that doesn't have like a bunch of pointless grinding in it, like, you know, and it's like, and you can look at one of the most grindiest things in the game is getting all aberrated fish, right? And I was like, well, okay, so there's an item that you can buy called the Blackstone Key, which gives you access to a shed, which gives you access to like an item that increases your catch rate of these aberrated fish, right? Now, the last achievement you'll probably get in the game if you're just going for all the achievements from Raw is catch all aberrated fish, right? But if you have this relic on you from the beginning of the game, you're going to see more aberrated fish throughout the entire game. So therefore, that's going to save you like a few like minutes, maybe like 10-20 minutes maybe over time, because you've got the extra aberrated fish that you don't have to search for later. But like, so if that saves you like maybe a few hours, right? But you paid money for it, but now you're playing the game less because you brought it, because it's like a DLC that just adds items. Does that mean that has ultra negative value to you, and you should avoid that at all costs because you're paying to make the game shorter, and you measure it like by time, like money divided by time, or time divided by money, or whatever, right? Whatever metric you want to use. Like, and I'm like, well, if you're enjoying the game, why is that like even a thing? Like, you know, where it's like, oh well, it was too short, I didn't get to play it for like 400 hours, and it's like, okay, I mean, you don't really watch a movie for 400 hours when you buy it, but you can still buy it on DVD. So, you know, that's what really made me feel like, cause I used to measure like video games like, oh yeah, if I spend this much time in it, I've spent this much money on it. Like, you know, if I get it below this much, that's a good number. But over time, like, that game made me realize, okay, there is a level of quality in games that I'm willing to accept a short game if it has like such quality in it that's like, okay, well, how can I complain if the game's so well made throughout the entire thing and it doesn't overstay its welcome? Like, you know, it's not like, oh yeah, now just grind out and do the same repetitive thing for like ages and ages. Like, if it has none of that, it's like, well, it's like, I really can't complain. That's just the thing that I'm saying now. Like, I should have went to the trader. You know, I only saw his icon as classified, but not the point. But like, so what I'd say there is like, yeah, the DLC might be like people in the forums on David Ivor, right? They're saying like, oh, this DLC is like 40 minutes, right? And it's like, yeah, I can see that. Although I played like 2 hours almost now, but like a lot of that time it's going to be edited out because it's not DLC relevant stuff. It's like I was doing like the dredge event, I was doing this, I was doing that, I was just opening a restaurant, right? But like the DLC itself, like that's 40 minutes, right? And it's like a fiver, right? It's like £5, right? So it's like people say, oh well, yeah, like I'm paying like $7 an hour for like of hour of content. It's like, does it really matter? Like you can pay for like fast food like that much, and it's like it really depends on how you want to spend your money. That's really what money is that boils down to. Like I could say like, oh yeah, there's definitely some things that are you probably should avoid spending money on. Like they're bad things to spend money on. Like and technically speaking, like spending money on them, not a positive thing, but at the same time, like ultimately it's your choice. Like so that's why I'm saying like it's like, well, here DLC was short, I enjoyed it. It just sucks that it's limited time and has like some of like I guess the better content in the game, like the better staff members. Like that's something I'm really like a bit peeved about here. It's like, yeah, I don't mind it being limited. Like I mean, limited time and paid isn't a good combo anyway. A lot of people are hating on that, and I'm like, well, okay, yeah, I can understand why. I don't really like it either. But I'll still buy it. I'll still play it. I still enjoy both the games. It derives from Yakuza. I enjoyed that game playing Yakuza 0. I enjoy Dave the Diver. I made like tons of Dave the Diver content. So I'm like, well, it's something I'm gonna buy anyway. I have a YouTube channel that's a little bit like I'm a little bit more known for Dave the Diver on my YouTube channel than anything else. So if I was gonna do a playthrough content of things, then Dave the Diver's gonna be there, like that's gonna be like the one thing that's gonna be like, well, people should care a bit more about my opinion of it because they've seen my guides, they know I at least know how to play the game. I know how to play the game well in a terms of like it's a single player game. You go at your own pace. You do what you want, right? But I guess you could say like I have done a playthrough where I have cleared all the objectives as fast as possible, both main and side. So like in as fewer dives as possible, I should say, not as fast as possible because that would be a speed run, and I did not speed run it because I spent like 3 hours on one in-game day. So that's not speed run territory. That's long play. But I'm just kind of rambling at my end, thing here. So what I will do is I will have to end it off here. I will get all the dishes to like level 10, 5, whatever they max out at. These look like they max out at level 10 because I've already got into level 7. But like I'll get to level 10, get them all to level 10, and probably rework actually probably do a separate menu review of those 4 items, but then get back to doing that menu update that I wanted to do back in October, but kind of didn't. With like the MX-Toon, Balatro, and Potion Craft update when they made Dave and Friends update. But between the Godzilla dishes, like the 3 Godzilla dishes and the 4 dishes from this DLC now, like there's like 7 limited time exclusive dishes in this game. Like that's wild in itself. Like 7 limited time dishes, 3 limited time staff. And I guess oh yeah, I didn't check those were boat skins that I was hyped about. They were boat skins. That is, oh, paint featuring a tattoo of Goro Majima, the Mad Dog of Shimano. Yep, that's this is Kyo's Dragon of Dojima. A painting featuring the tattoo of Kyo, the Dragon of Dojima. And the hero of Yokohama. I haven't played the game, so I wouldn't know how he got that title, but yeah. My favourite colour is purple as well. I do have long hair like Majima in Yakuza 0, so... You know what, sorry Nikkei skin. I have to go with the Majima skin for now. It's a lovely purple. Like, in fact, considering I was using this as my boat skin earlier, I was like, you know, I'll change it to this because it means a bit more to me. But now this means more to me, and it's also in my colour scheme, and I'm like, yes. So, we'll stick with the Majima boat skin. Majima-san. Yeah, now, like, overall, fun DLC. Fun DLC. Yeah. But make another save. Save that. And yeah. Hopefully I get more guides out on this game. I kind of actually do want to remaster a bunch of my guides on the game. By remaster it, I mean, like, the guides I made initially, kind of accurate, but also kind of suck. If I can make a much better version of it, then, okay, the problem is, I don't know if people are going to re-watch, like, a new guide, like, a bit, but point being is, like, perhaps I need to work on, I guess the game plan would be, work on getting, like, a complete guide, basically. That's all complete, all information, right? And perhaps don't release it, just make sure I have all the information down. Of like what's best, what's not best, of all the topics, all the different things, weapons, staff, everything, dishes, everything, right? Then, right, so I do that first. It's a guide here, like, you know, make that unreleased guide. Then Jungle DLC comes out, Dave the Diver in the Jungle. I'm pretty sure that's like that's been talked about. So that comes out, and at that point, that's when at that point I should go playthrough, get it all done as fast as possible, level up all the dishes, all that sort of stuff. Then get that done as fast as possible, and then at the very end here, right, at that point, hopefully just after Jungle DLC's released, and I rush through it, like proper blitz through the content, like I've done other times in Dave the Diver. If I blitz through that, then on the other end of Jungle DLC, I'll have all the stuff like that's best in the Jungle DLC, best in the base game. You see what I'm getting at here? Like, then I mix together the guides. Then that's how I make my remastered guides. Because I could go, like, in those remastered guides, I could cover, yeah, this is the best if you have all the content. This is the best if you just have the Jungle and the base game, and you don't have, like, the Godzilla or Yakuza DLC that were limited time. And this is if you just have the base game. So, like, you know, I can do all three. Like, if you have, like, limited time, if you have limited exclusive content, if you don't have limited exclusive content, or if you just don't have the DLC, like, you know, I can do all three and go, like, this is the best if you have all, this is the best if you have the DLC, this is the best if you don't have the DLC. Perfect. Like, you know, at that point, that's how I reckon I do my remaster of the guides, because that way there'll be new information for the people that want to watch it, like, want to watch the new stuff. So it won't be like just old information rehashed. It'll be like new information with the old information all in one complete place. And then after that, I won't have to worry about my old videos anymore. Maybe I even delist them and unlist them, even though, yeah, they're great videos, some of the best videos on my channel. They're actually the ones that get recommended. Maybe I need to, like, delist them because they're wrong. And they're inferior versions of what I'm going to make. So if I make new, better versions of them, I guess I should delist them regardless of, like, them being, like, 60, 50, 80,000 views, because it doesn't matter if there's 80,000 views. Like, if someone clicks on an 80,000 view video because, this one has more views, they're going to get the wrong information. I suppose, like, clicking on, like, say, if my new one gets, like, 800 views straight away, they, you know, you get what I mean, right? It's like, unless I put in new 2025 or new Jungle in the title, but I don't know, I've rambled on long enough. I hope you all enjoyed watching, and I hope you all have a good day.